straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
We back at it. Let's get it. Whoa.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Shoot it.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now they're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And away from pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to the offense.
Come out the play. Let's go. Come out the play.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's come out and fucking play, man. That's ain't no more. You get some.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open.
He'll have it past midfield, almost to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right.
Hit his ass.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Back at the 47-yard line.
2nd and long. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. This is going to be intercepted. C.J. Henderson picking it off. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flushed out right. His throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Second quarter now for Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 49 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now the throw taken in by Chark.
The pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, here comes Lewis. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On the 2nd down throw on target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
If you got what you want, what you gonna do with it?
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Let's go.
And it'll be intercepted. A great lead, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Down at the 10-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down.
Watch the mic.
A 2nd and 7.
He blitzing.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
We stop double that right
To
here.
get this up to about the 14.
Sean, I mean, that's it, boy.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
AFC title game, second
AFC
quarter
title
action,
game, come on.
2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando.
You know he coming
for
across the
EA
middle. Watch
Sports
him.
halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big-time third down play for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use
One throw away from giving me the ball right back. Let's get it.
Over prior to this upcoming second down.
Come on, one away.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
He wants those away from that bitch right back. Come on.
When he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll set up to throw. This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
27.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get
27, young man, come on.
He will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of play-like contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's see what they're singing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. Let's see how they attack this run.
Come on.
Listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
1st and 10.
As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath.
We want to wait, man. Come on, man. Watch the cross.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. The people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Say that nigga 71, huh? Test that nigga leg. See what he got.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58
G.
attempt.
G.
Finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports.
I don't know how my nigga didn't tackle him anyway.
Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone. Cruz, not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Come on, bro. Second half, 2 more quarters of this too.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, go get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's
Fake shit happen when you niggas don't say that.
In today's NFL.
That's crazy.
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the
fake shit happen when you niggas don't say that. No case.
And they force another incompletion.
A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Isaiah Simmons, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
First down, Jacksonville.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And
it looked like DJ Charles.
Puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carried by.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes.
So y'all getting pumped up in Tennessee?
Their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The throw over the middle taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
In for a Ravens touchdown.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Fuck.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jaguars.
They'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The play brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the 28-yard line.
Flushed out right.
Oh!
And it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Complete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
31-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the weak side, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Flush to his right. And he's caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll look to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they'll get there and pick it. And he'll bring it out past the 20-yard line. To be frank, Cini, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
16 yards.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
22.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. But they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he's got his man on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 26. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
24. Raven.
Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to